We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret society, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings, secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
Welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. It is 5:55 a.m., Friday, January 21st. I took a couple days off just because weather's been bad here in Kentucky and having to take the long way home, but that takes twice as long, and by the time I get home, depending on how late it is in the morning, I don't even want to deal with it, you know what I mean, with podcasting and stuff. Yeah, as far as updates, everything's been pretty chill. Work's good. Work was a chill night tonight. We have a walkthrough tomorrow. So basically we did painting, which is when you separate pallets onto other pallets, and then conditioned, which would some people call it buffing, when you pull stuff towards you on the shelf so it makes the shelves look better. So by the time we got all that done, it was only about 3 hours left to work, and we just tried to get as much as we could get done and pulled the rest on the truck. So fun. But yeah, shitty weather, chill job still. That's about it for an update. Let's get on with the show. So today we're going to be covering just some news stuff. This is something crazy that came out that I hadn't heard about until the other day. You might have heard about it. You might not have. Apparently it's been out for a month, but I didn't hear about it until the other day. Canada secretly tracked 33 million phones during the beer bug lockdown. Canada's federal government admitted to secretly surveilling its population's movements during the beer bug lockdown by tracking 33 million phones. The Public Health Agency of Canada, PHAC for short, clandestinely tracked the devices to assess, quote, the public's responsiveness during lockdown measures, unquote. The agency acknowledged last week, according to Blacklock's reporter, which first reported the disclosure. Canada's entire population totals 38 million, according to Statistics in Canada. So pretty much almost all of they left out 5 million. So that's it. Pretty much almost their entire population was being tracked and spied on. Quote, evidence is coming in from many sources from countries around the world that what we've seen as a huge surveillance surge post 9/11 is now completely upstaged by pandemic surveillance, David Lyon said, author of Pandemic Surveillance, and the former director of the Surveillance Studies Center at Queen's University in Ontario told the National Post. The PHAC bought location and movement data from Canadian telecom giant TELUS to, quote, understand possible links between the movement of populations within Canada and the spread of the beer bug, an agency spokesperson said, according to the paper. The Public Health Organization plans to continue tracking population movement for at least the next 5 years to control, quote, other infectious disease, chronic disease prevention, and mental health, the unnamed rep said. So they're going to continue tracking all Canadians. It's just getting worse and worse for Canada, man. I feel so bad for you all. And I know like a lot of my listeners are American, most of them are. But you guys got to keep in mind that what they're doing over there and Australia and Austria and all these other places, Israel, they're going to try that shit over here, dude. And I mean, we already know from whistleblowers like Snowden and stuff of like how they've been spying on us already. I mean, they're probably already tracking all of our, where we've been, what we're doing, where we go. Not to mention, most people sit there with, Fedbook, Facebook, and they volunteer what they're doing, where they're going, what they're eating, where they're at, who they're with. I got off that shit years ago. Like, this shit's a fucking surveillance system, and people volunteer it. As far as like my phone and shit, I don't update my maps. I put on different locations. Like, I'll tell you this, like, my algorithms, they think I'm Spanish. That's how fucked up I try to fuck up my algorithms and shit on purpose. They think I'm bilingual. That, and I'm always putting different locations where I'm at, if I can, if it's available. I fucking lie, dude. I don't care. I don't want people knowing where I'm at, who I'm with, what I'm doing, But I don't know. It's looking crazy. I feel bad for y'all in Canada, man. So here's something we cover quite a bit here on Conspiracy Corner Podcast is Satanism and the Satanic Temple. Now, this is something that I seen a couple days ago. Everyone apparently in the truth community is freaking out, and this is the part where I usually piss people off. I don't really care to. If you've listened to my older stuff, you know my opinion on the whole thing, but I'm going to cover it just because I find it interesting. After school Satan club at Illinois school doesn't teach Satanism. And I could actually see that because the Satanic Temple do not actually believe in Satan. They're actually just atheists, essentially, and a political movement of separation in church and state, which I wholeheartedly believe in. An after-school Satan club started Thursday at an Illinois school in response to an already established Christian-based Good News Club. There you go. That's why they established it, because you're putting religion in public education, which it doesn't belong. And I know I'm going to hear people like, ooh, I don't care. This is my opinion. This is my show. If you need to unsub, unsub. I believe that if you're an atheist and you're sending your kid to school, they shouldn't be shoving religion down their throat. And the response to, okay, if you're going to teach Christianity, you need to have a satanic club too. There you go. It's a response. Either you have both or you have neither. There's no picking and choosing. It's one or the other. I mean, fair game. A flyer for the Satan Club. They literally just called it the Satan Club. Sorry, man. I gotta respect the Satanic Temple. They are fucking trolls, dude. A flyer for the Satan Club, topped with a cartoon man donning a suit and a pair of horns, shocked some Moline Elementary School parents and intrigued others. Quote, I welcome the idea of there being a new club that I could maybe get the kids in and have the chance for more involvement, said Wayne Marlowe, who has 2 children at Jane Addams Elementary. Students who attend the club must have permission from their parents. This most recent chapter of the After School Satan Club is part of the Satanic Temple's larger response to evangelical after school programs that teach Christian values and lessons. The group has also publicly confronted hate groups, argues for the abolition of corporal punishment in public schools. There you go. I agree with that. And has provided religious exemption and legal protection against laws that restrict women's reproductive rights, according to the church's website. That, and I agree with that too, because honestly, I'm pro-abortion. In the degree of if you're going to die having the baby, I believe you should be allowed to abort it. Or if the baby is, if you're pregnant because of rape or incest or something, I believe you should have the ability to abort it, you know? Or if the baby's going to come out retarded or something like that. So yeah, I'm pro-abortion. Another thing too, why are they shoving religion down the most vulnerable children's throat? Like as far as like elementary school, I noticed it's one thing to have a Christian club in like high school. Like I hated hearing the Christian club pray over the intercom and shit. When I was in high school, I was a lead singer of a horror punk band, and I hated Christianity back then. I wouldn't say I hate it now. I'm actually just interested in it. Like if you look at my library, probably one of my biggest sections is on Christianity, and that would surprise probably a lot of people who know me. But I find it intriguing. I find it interesting. But I hated listening to it on the intercom growing up in high school, man. Like it just, and I was like, why is this here? Like I'm here to learn about English, the English language and history and fucking science and math. Like why is Jesus getting shoved down my throat? Like, and my dad was a preacher and shit at the time, so that made me hate it even more. I couldn't have fucking escape it. I'd go home and church, church, Bible, Bible. And then I'd go to school, Bible, Bible, church, church. Like, fuck me. Can I escape? Can I escape this bullshit? But to shove it down little kids' brains who are, they're sponges already. And first of all, you're sending them to an indoctrination camp that lasts 12 years. Yeah, that's just, I agree with the Satanic Temple. Fuck it. If they're shoving Christianity down little kids' throats, let's give them the opposite, you know. And despite its name, the club doesn't actually proselytize for Satanism. According to its flyer, students will do science projects, puzzles, games, arts, and crafts projects, and nature activities. So, sounds cool. It doesn't even focus on Satanism. They took the higher road, in my opinion. News Nations, and honestly, it sounds like they're doing it just to piss the Christians off. That's what they usually aim for. Like I said, their troll level is like 1,000. It's over 1,000! Sorry, I had to. News Nation, Local 4 News affiliate, reached out to the Satanic Temple campaign director and received the following statement from June Everett. Quote, After School Satan Club is focused on education, critical thinking, etc. It happens to be a program operated by the Satanic Temple, but it does not teach Satanism. In fact, the Satanic Temple believes religion should be left out of schooling. Thank you! Thank you! Da-da-da, common sense. Ta-da! According to the organization's website. However, once religion invades schools, as the Good News Club have, the Satanic Temple will fight to ensure that plurality and true religious liberty are respected, the website says. I agree, 100%. Good News Club are hosted in schools, community centers, churches, and neighborhood homes by trained and screened teachers. The program is under the umbrella of the Born Again Christian Group, the Child Evangelism Fellowship, and teaches children about the Bible. In a statement Wednesday, Child Evangelism Fellowship spokeswoman Lydia Kaiser said her organization, quote, believes in freedom of religion, so supports the formation of any clubs and doesn't feel threatened by Satan clubs. Well, there you go. Look at that. Coexistence. Just like the cheesy bumper sticker. Aw, ain't that sweet? We have seen them fail because they are not well run and don't have the support of parents and volunteers, Kaiser said. Oh, never mind. Sorry about, I thought they were coexisting. Turns out this Kaiser is a bitch. It's difficult to find even a handful of them that are actually running, whereas there are over 5,000 good news clubs going strong in USA elementary schools. Damn. The tactics of the Satanic Temple are harmful to all children by wasting the time of school boards and jeopardizing after-school activities. What a cunt. I bet she's like fat and got stubby legs and wears pantyhose and a dress and shit. Looks like the typical like ugly ass Neanderthal fucking Pentecostal bitch, yeah. No, we can only do missionary sex, that's it. How dare you try to go down on me? That's sodomy in the Lord's eyes. Yeah. According to a 2001 Supreme Court ruling, religious groups should not be denied the use of local public schools facility after school hours. Moline Coal Valley School District Superintendent Rachel Savage. Ooh, Savage. That's a wicked last name. Rachel Savage. I don't know. I feel like that'd be like a porn star name. Sorry, man. I don't know. I got a wild hair up my ass today. I haven't been behind the mic in a little bit. I'm a little feisty. I'm a little fiery, man. Rachel Savage says she understands parents' concerns. Quote, these types of club and organizations have nothing to do with our school day. It's not taught in our school, she said. It's not part of our curriculum. It's not part of our teaching staff. None of that. It is a separate organization renting our facility after school. They can choose to send their child to that after-school club or not. It's completely parental choice, and it's something that the school district is involved with. So it sounds like she's just trying to like keep everybody cool. Rachel Savage is trying to keep it from being savage, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me see how many subs I lose after my pro-Satanism stance. Ha ha! Uh-oh, dun dun dun, since we're on the subject of the devil. This came up in the truth community and everyone once again are freaking out. Mom names baby Lucifer. Catches hell online. Death threats are scary, quote unquote. By the way, before I even get started into this, I want to know in the comment section, and be honest, because Christians cannot lie. And I'm sure I'm going to get trolled by some Christians. What does the name Lucifer mean? Lightbringer. That's what it means. So honestly, it's a beautiful fucking name. And by the way, the actual name Lucifer, it is a beautiful name, and Lucifer was the most beautiful of all the angels. I've read the book 6 times, cover to cover. I know the story. They changed his name to Satan after he was thrown out of heaven. And Satan literally comes from the word Hasatan, which means the adversary. That's all it means. That's all Satan means, is the adversary. So technically, if you disagree with me, you're Satan. If I disagree with you, I'm Satan. I'm the adversary. That's all it means, the enemy. Lucifer just means light bringer. So honestly, it's a beautiful fucking name. And I always thought the name, even not knowing the actual meaning of the name, Lucifer sounds beautiful. And from what I read, unless we're reading a different book, Lucifer was the most beautiful of all the angels, had the most beautiful voice, was musically talented. I don't know. This mom has been demonized by the internet for giving her offspring one of 2022's trendiest yet most inflammatory baby names, Lucifer. I didn't know that. And it actually, it's kind of funny because I had a coworker that she and her boyfriend are thinking about having a baby. And she's like, I really want to name it Lucifer. And I'm like, dude, fuck everyone else. Go for it. Here's my name. This is how lame my name is. My name is Abraham Isaac Williams. And it's religious. And my dad wanted to throw in Jacob. Like Abraham was the father of Isaac, and Isaac is the father of Jacob. And I don't know. I don't really like my name too much. I mean, the older I've gotten, I kind of like it because of Abraham Lincoln. I'm a big fan of Lincoln and JFK. But growing up, it was kind of fucking lame, because I wasn't Christian. I wasn't religious, That, and it's like, dude, if you were going to name me something, like, it would have been bad fucking ass if they would have named me, like, Lucifer or something, or, like, Cain or something. I don't know. That would have been cool as fuck, dude. But instead, I got some lame-ass dude that I'm named after that I don't even like, I don't know. So I told her, go for it. Fuck the haters, And I explained exactly what I explained to you just a second ago about the actual meaning of the name and, all that jazz. So Josie Barnes, 27, and it's spelt just like my stepdad's last name. I'm related by marriage to some Barnes. Of Devon, England, says she has been receiving nonstop hate and even death threats from trolls since impulsive. So death threats. She's receiving death threats. Very Christ-like, Christians. There you go. Pat yourselves on the back. You guys are doing great. You're threatening a newborn baby's mother. Yeah, that's what she needs to die. That way the baby can be raised without its natural mother. Like, yeah, very good. Very Christ-like of you. I'm sure Jesus would have loved that. Pat yourselves on the back, guys. Very good. So she's receiving death threats from trolls since impulsively announcing the birth of her controversially named boy on the UK's popular Jeremy Kyle show. Haha, I actually used to watch that. I ain't gonna lie, it was a guilty pleasure. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Cast not the first stone. Or he without sin cast the first stone. There you go. Even though the 7-month-old is the most adorable bad seed namesake there could be, that hasn't stopped the social media from grabbing its proverbial pitchforks and torches, sparing no mercy for the infant or his mother's well-being. Quote, I am so lucky, I'm thick-skinned, because a lot of these death threats are so horrible and scary, Barnes told SWNS about her life after calling into the TV chat show. Even those who didn't wish eternal hellfire damnation on the mother posted hurtful jeers online, with one of the less abusive haters saying that the boy is going to be bullied all his life. How sad. See, I don't think so. I think he's going to turn into a little badass, and he's actually going to fucking enjoy his name. I despise mine, man. Well, I don't despise it. Like I said, the older I've gotten, I've learned to like it because of Mr. Lincoln, not the weird guy who tried to kill his son Isaac in some ancient book. By the way, imagine how awkward those Thanksgiving dinners were between Isaac and Abraham. Like, hey, Dad, remember that time you tried to fucking kill me? Ha ha! Oh, just kidding. I love you, I guess, you fucking psycho. Barnes did anticipate an inferno of negativity after naming Lucifer, but she stuck to her guns after seeing many friends hastily change their children's names due to pressure from other people. When I chose his name, I knew people wouldn't like it, but it's not up to them, she said. I think it's really bad where a 7-month-old baby gets criticized and bullied because of a name, she added, also stressing, that is when we need to remember that society is the problem, not our personal choices. I agree. Stick to your guns, girl. Fuck everyone else, man. Despite some having a get thee gone attitude towards the moniker, Lucifer is actually one of the trendiest new names for tots. Some parents have been inspired to use the name Lucifer. By the way, another thing about let me go back to preaching, man. I am the son of a preacher, so Lucifer was a good guy. The name Lucifer didn't get changed to Satan until he turned bad. So technically, Lucifer is not a bad name. Unless I'm reading a different fucking book from you all, Lucifer is not a bad guy. It's when he betrayed God and went to war with God that God changed his name to Satan. Oh, damn, I gotta teach Christians about their own fucking book, man. Sorry. Some parents have been inspired to use the name Lucifer for the Fox turned Netflix series of the same devilish name, spawning a new trend of demon naming. Pamela Redman, co-creator of Nameberry, a baby naming database and guide for expecting parents, told the Post. Lucifer has even become a more popular handle than both Nigel and Trevor last year in the United Kingdom, according to the Evening Standard. So I'm seeing a picture of the mom and the baby. Man, the English. I'm not trying to be mean, but y'all need to get a better dental fucking system over there. The mom would be pretty if she just got that grill fixed, man. I feel bad for them over there. Meanwhile, Barnes, who was planning to name her baby Narnia if the infant was a girl, says her selection is anything but satanic. So there you go. Okay, now I'm pissed. She was going to name her kid Narnia, which is literally the story of Jesus, a Christian book. You can go to a Christian bookstore and pick up the Chronicles of Narnia because it's literally the story of Jesus. She was going to name her kid, if it was a girl, a Christian name, and then technically she's still naming it a Christian name. Like, fuck you, man. Oh, it makes me mad. The devil is not the meaning of my son's name, she said, also confessing to recently learning the meaning of the word atheist after it was used to describe her own non-religious beliefs. And this baby's cute as a button. When it comes to religion and real life, they are very different things. One is actual living and the other is in a book, Barnes added, mentioning she looked at thousands of baby names and it wasn't a decision made lightly. So she's not even like a Satanist or anything, which, by the way, Satanists are just atheists anyways, but most ignorant Christians don't know that. There's Luciferian and there's LaVeyan. Luciferian Satanists literally believe in the devil. LaVeyan Satanists do not. They come from the Church of Satan, Anton LaVey's church, and also the temple, the Satanic Temple, which both are LaVeyan Satanists, which are atheists. So, learn your shit before you start judging. And she's not even either one of those. She's a fucking atheist. Right? That would be like me naming my kid Unicorn because I don't believe in unicorns, and everyone freaking out, well, how dare you name your kid Unicorn, and giving me death threats. Like, that's insane. Right before her pregnancy with baby Louie, that's a cute little nickname, Louie. Barnes suffered from hemiplegia. I'm not sure what that is. A partial paralysis that inhibits her body's mobility. Oh, damn. She also lost 10 children since the birth of her first daughter 6 years ago. Aw. So you guys are picking on someone who had 10 miscarriages. Wow. Very Christ-like. Jesus would be proud. Pat yourself on the back. Very good of you guys. I never thought I would be given the chance to have a second child, Barnes said. noting that she will be undergoing a sterilization procedure in the future. I knew Lucifer was the last child I could ever have, she added, praising the miracle that he was born healthy despite all the odds. Even though Barnes was rapturous over the name, a derivative of the Latin word lux, meaning light, that roughly translates to, oh, here we go, what I just said, light bringing, or morning star, which would be Venus in the sky. It's the first star you see when the sun rises. So basically, if it was a girl, she could have named it Venus. That didn't stop a witch hunt from happening with her own clan. Quote, I had a couple of family members saying, you can't call him that, but I said, I'm not religious, so it doesn't stand for what other people think it stands for. Thank you, exactly what I just said. But that doesn't mean you should change it. People will always have an opinion, and you can't listen to them because it's not their kid. It's not their life, Barnes added, noting that her father felt the name choice was on brand for the mom of two's personality. I like the names. I like it may not be right for other people, Barnes said, mentioning that despite all the aggression, she has met a wonderful community of like-minded folk. I have at least 15 people standing by me, lovely messages in my inbox who also have kids named Lucifer. Others on social media quickly took to supporting Barnes, with one writing, my son is called Lucifer, nothing wrong with his name, we love it, while another commented, I think it's a lovely name. Meanwhile, Mama Barnes maintains, I really didn't think Lucifer's name was that out there, but apparently it really is. But yeah, let me know in the comments section what you all think. I'm going to cut the episode off there. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to put a face to a voice, if you're an audio listener only, you can find us on BitChute. We're very rarely on there because it's so hard to upload. You can find us on YouTube. It's Conspiracy Corner Podcast. And the profile picture is a bunny rabbit with a samurai sword. And if you want to listen to us audio only, you can find us, because some people like to, because it saves their phone battery and stuff. You can find us on Breaker, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, Anchor. And also, if you do check us out on YouTube, I like to put out other stuff, besides podcast. I'll put out cooking videos once in a blue moon. I'll put out travel videos, hiking videos, ghost hunting videos with me and my wife. We have a ghost hunting team called Spectre. Occult item videos, stuff like that. So please like, share, and subscribe, and you all have an awesome day.
We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret society, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings, secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.